Ever wondered how your body fights off diseases and infections? It's a marvel of biology, really. The immune system is our body's personal army, always on guard, always ready to protect us. It's made up of a network of cells and proteins that defend the body against invasion. There are two types of immune responses at play, the innate and the adaptive. The innate response is immediate but not specific, a general defense against any foreign invaders. Then, there's the adaptive response. This is where things get interesting. The adaptive immune response is a more sophisticated system. It's slower to react, but it's specific and more effective. The cells involved in this response have the remarkable ability to remember invaders they've encountered before, allowing them to respond more quickly and efficiently the next time around. Our focus in this video is the adaptive immune response. The adaptive immune response is a fascinating and complex process. Let's delve deeper into its mechanisms. The adaptive immune response begins with the activation of antigen-specific T-cells. These T-cells are like detectives, picking up on the presence of foreign invaders, antigens, in our bodies. They have a unique ability to recognize and respond to these antigens, setting off a chain reaction that allows our immune system to fight off infections. But the story doesn't end there. This very same activation can also lead to autoimmune responses. Think of it as a case of mistaken identity. The T-cells can occasionally misinterpret our own cells as foreign invaders, leading to self-inflicted tissue damage. This could be direct, through cytotoxic T-cell responses, or indirect, through inappropriate activation of macrophages by Th1 cells. Moreover, T-cells can also provide misguided assistance to self-reactive B-cells, kick-starting harmful autoantibody responses. So the adaptive immune response is set in motion by these antigen-activated T-cells. But what happens next? Once the T-cells are activated, a chain of events unfolds in our body. This is the drama of our immune response mechanisms, a sophisticated dance between T-cells and B-cells, with each playing a crucial role in safeguarding our health. Let's first look at the T-cells. These are the warriors of our immune system, and they come in two types: cytotoxic T-cells and Th1 cells. When an invader appears, the cytotoxic T-cells spring into action, latching onto the enemy and inflicting damage. They are like the infantry in a battle, directly engaging the enemy. But what happens when the invader is not a foreign pathogen, but our own body cells? This is where things get interesting. In some cases, these cytotoxic T-cells and Th1 cells can cause extensive tissue damage. It's like a case of mistaken identity, where our own soldiers turn against us, causing what we call an autoimmune response. Now, let's turn our attention to B-cells. These are the strategists of our immune system. They produce antibodies that can recognize and neutralize foreign invaders, marking them for destruction by other immune cells. But just like the T-cells, B-cells can sometimes get it wrong. In certain situations, they can provide inappropriate assistance to self-reactive B-cells, initiating harmful autoantibody responses. This is another form of autoimmunity where our own defenses are used against us. So we have this intricate interplay between T-cells and B-cells, a complex dance that can either protect us or cause harm. It's a delicate balance that our bodies must maintain to keep us healthy. This chain of events demonstrates the complexity and efficiency of the adaptive immune response. But what factors influence this response? The adaptive immune response is shaped by both environmental and genetic factors. Elements from our surroundings, coupled with our unique MHC genotype, play significant roles in shaping our body's defenses. It's common to experience transient autoimmune responses as our body battles with unfamiliar pathogens. However, when these responses persist, they can cause lasting tissue damage. So, the adaptive immune response is a complex interplay of various factors, working together to protect our body from harmful pathogens. As we've seen, the adaptive immune response is a fascinating and intricate process. It's initiated by the activation of antigen-specific T-cells, potentially leading to autoimmunity. T-cells can inflict tissue damage both directly and indirectly. They can also aid self-reactive B cells in initiating harmful autoantibody responses. Influenced by environmental and genetic factors, these responses underscore the complexity of our biological systems. Thus, the adaptive immune response plays a critical role in our body's defense against diseases and infections, demonstrating the marvel of human biology.